Stezo Radio is for adults only. Stezo Radio.
Alright. I hope y'all enjoyed that first episode where we was talking a whole bunch of shit. We was talking so much shit, and it made my motherfucking ass laugh. But on this second episode, we're going to get a little serious, since we are a room full of men. We're going to talk about what does daddy mean.
We sitting one
and for right this now. One, let everybody introduce themselves, and we're going to get it started.
It's residential Youngin Curt. Back at it again.
Yes, sir. Curt the Elder.
You got Remy on the mic. What's happening?
All right, we 4 deep tonight. I am Stezo. That's not a birth name, but it should have been. I want to send a shout out to MP Beats, MPBeats.com for that intro. He's a hella fat producer out of Chicago. That background music you hear or you may not hear, but you need to check out, that's from that Harvey Finch family. You can find them on YouTube and Facebook, Harvey Finch. If you need help, go to @Stezo Radio on Twitter, @Stezo Radio on Instagram, and Stezo Radio on Facebook, and we shall help you.
Also as men, you know, we need sponsorship from Jewish States because we're smoking them Javas right now.
Yeah, and that's all you're going to hear. You will not know the flavor until you pay us. Yeah, it's that serious. It's that serious. But yeah, right now everybody got something separate in their hand. Well, I'm the only one without a Java stick, but I do have some brown liqueur and some fuzzy yellow liqueur. Yes, I'm 2 cupped up.
Some of that shit with that head on it.
Right. As we pour more brown in our glass.
We get more head in their life, though.
So like I said,
Texas abroad right now.
The topic is, what does daddy mean?
What does daddy mean?
Now y'all heard us bullshitting and cracking jokes and talking crazy.
But at the same time,
speaking truth.
Same time we not heartless.
Right. So we finna explain to y'all that we all are fathers.
And we've been fatherless child.
And when we say fathers, we mean fathers, not baby daddy. Mm-mm. So if you got a BD, baby daddy, I feel sorry for you.
I don't feel sorry for you.
Why not?
I signed up for that shit.
No, a lot of them did. A lot of them did.
Hey,
a lot of them thought Pookie was gonna work out. They thought Pookie was gonna work out.
Mine created the situation.
What you mean?
Like, I'm not a heartless dude. I'm not cold-hearted. But when they decided that, I'm gonna tell you like the real. Like my daughter, I love her to death, right?
I don't want no.
I got 2 daughters. They 21 days apart.
Now when you say 2 daughters, what's their age?
The world they both 16.
Okay.
The world gonna love this.
He was out fucking.
No. Check it out. It wouldn't happen like that. Like, you know. Now I have the privilege of having my first girlfriend and my first real sex partner. Like I lost my virginity to one of my daughter's mamas.
Okay.
And the other one,
right? What's the age?
16.
Okay. He was young and fucking.
Really? Yeah, we was in high school. But I lost my virginity.
Now?
I was gonna be like this regardless. It's my destiny, nigga. It might not be what you. It might not what you think is perfect, but I love it. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I got a book to write, but I don't sit down with typewriters. You understand what I'm saying? I said typewriters. You know how old I am. We ain't talking about Microsoft Word, nigga. But this the real though. This the real. Like no bullshit. Like this is my perspective on it. Like they 21 days apart. Okay. They both Virgos.
Probably go sleep in your couch.
Virgo.
My oldest daughter, her mother was my first. Like I lost my virginity to her.
Right.
Like I had played around in some cooch, you know what I'm saying? Kissed and did all that type of shit. But this is my first where like blood came out and like niggas had to arrange this situation. You understand? And then after like her cherry got broke and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Here come my other baby mama, who had a little experience before me, not a lot. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't doing nothing major, but together we learned how to make it work.
Right.
Sexually. And then we had kids. The three of us. Call it like that. Now, one of my daughter's mothers decided that because I had another baby already, she didn't want to burden me. So she went and handled her own business somewhere else. Took my child and smoke, disappeared.
Right.
My other daughter's mama, because we was buddies, friends beforehand, I couldn't leave her hanging. But my maturity level didn't allow me to financially uphold my responsibility.
Provide.
Right, but I was always there with and for my daughter.
Okay.
From teething, put her to sleep, teaching her how to walk, diapers, potty training, you know what I'm saying, daycare, all that type of shit. Like me and my baby mom wasn't even together, but we was sharing a car just to make sure shit unfolded. I got fired from a job, she came and got me. You know what I'm saying? Like the type of shit that solidifies a relationship. And to this day, at 30 some odd years old, we are a family outside of what you would
because of the history
call a family.
Right.
Like my girl, who I've been with for a while, when I call my baby mama, I call her my baby mama right now just so you associate. When I call her my baby mama, she cringe. That's my family.
Right.
Because I don't hate her. I love her. Not because I want to stick my dick in her.
But the history, again, the history.
But because she has earned that respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I had to tell my daughter today, we had a conversation today. And I don't know if y'all had this conversation with your daughter before, but she said, man, if it wasn't for me, y'all probably be millionaires. And I said, hell no, if it wasn't for you, we'd probably be homeless.
Yeah, that's deep.
Real talk. We gave
for real,
us a
for real.
reason
That's
to function.
yeah.
Like, we was some lazy ass kids.
Right. And she made y'all grow up. She made y'all grow up.
I do not deny the responsibility that I lacked when I was the beginning of her fatherhood. My fatherhood with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, when she turned 5, I got happy she get to go to school, but it wasn't too many days I took her to school.
Damn.
Like, that's just what it was. Like, I didn't want to be a bad influence on my kid. And that was because at the time, that was the only daughter I knew I had.
Right.
My other daughter that I didn't really know was mine, her mama took herself to Aurora, and then she dipped off out of town.
Which is a good city.
Fuck is you at with this? But
I have to live there.
But in the Facebook era, you know, social media do a lot. Social media spreads the word. Social media puts people together.
Yeah. Real quick, shout out to Facebook for not deleting my page for all the graphic bullshit I say. I want to thank you for that. Yeah, I ain't been reported.
Right.
Yeah.
So I received a message one day from a child, and the picture itself made me realize that, nigga, it's deeper than rap. Like,
yeah.
I look in the face and I see myself.
That's a cliche.
It's yeah.
That is a cliche.
I look at the picture and I say, well, damn. I look at the last name and instantly knew who it was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And ever since that day, you know, I had to sit down and muscle up the power to say, man, I'm going to reach out to her. I'm going to respond. Like any other broad from high school that you like, I want the nail back in the day. This was a child. Ain't none of that. Ain't no benefit, but you got to cash out.
Right.
But I talked to a person that was my friend at one time, and she said, well, when she asked who her father was, I had to tell her. And I said, okay. Because as a man, you can stepfather. You understand what I'm saying? You see a child in need, you go, as a real man, a child in need, you going to contribute. It may not be financial, but you're going to contribute.
You got to be who you going to be.
You're going to be you for this child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've told this little girl some shit that no man would really agree with me telling her, but it's 100. I feel like it's my 100.
Which little girl?
My daughter, Jazz. Alright? I love the girl to death. She's more me than my daughter who was raised with me. My daughter that was raised with me is herself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as a child that grew up without a father, myself, when I finally met my old man, I seen the association. Certain shit that I say, certain shit that I do, certain shit that I am, that's him. So fuck DNA. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't need Maury for this.
Fuck a spit test, fuck the Maury test. I see me in you.
Right.
Whether I want to, whether it's just something that happened, unfold, whatever, blah, blah. But then it came to a point where I got to be daddy. Because it's times when she called me and I have to decipher whether or not this is just her needing some attention or this is her trying to find some understanding.
Or do you need to step in?
Yes.
Right.
And it's like step in with her mama, step in with her granny, step in with some nigga, some little boy. Like,
right.
all this type of shit just...
Yeah, but like, you've been who you supposed to be off Jump Street.
But at the same time, every nigga at this table to realize it takes you a minute to figure out exactly who you are. And I done been everything. You understand what I'm saying? I done been everything. Everything I could possibly be, I done been that. I done been the sucker. I done been the taker, the giver, the pimp, the player, the hustler. You know what I'm saying? The lost, the found. I done been all that. But it's because in the roundabout things is I wanted to be something.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't I was just around here aimless. I wanted to be something.
You trying to find your label.
Got to put a tag on it, bro.
Yeah.
When it comes to your kids.
But that's a whole different perspective because kids is just a section. That's just
No, we're not talking about you as just being a man. We're actually talking about...
I could be a man with or without kids.
Right.
That's what I learned.
But we're talking about the kids
Right, when you have
now.
kids.
Yeah, when you have kids, you got to be a leader, a follower. You know what I'm saying? Both at the same time. Like
I mean, you know, not to cut you off, but like there's a couple of my men said that they met my baby mama. Ignorant.
Crazy.
Belligerent.
crazy,
Deranged.
Psycho.
Bro, why you talking about
Bipolar.
that? I got a baby boy, my youngest. His mama has been in the fucking mental institution. I went and sat down with this broad in the mental institution and she couldn't take responsibility for the fact that she couldn't find herself. You know what this broad told me? I'm only in here to get a check.
Oh, they be on that. It's a hustle.
Getting that check right now.
Yeah, it's a hustle.
It's a hustle.
And sometimes you can't knock it, but
Because
it's
she lazy.
right, it's a hustle.
Can't be an adult for the simple fact that she got some issues she can't address.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her daddy divorced her mama and she been hurt about that. He left me. No, he left your mama.
Right.
Your mama wasn't acting right enough for him to stay with y'all.
See, but
Flat out. From a man's perspective, that's how we look at it.
We gonna go to the youngin right now.
that's what I found so interesting that you said that though, because a lot of these mamas hold them kids for ransom.
Ransom like a motherfucker.
If you can't be with me, you can't be with your daughter or your son.
All right,
God.
youngin, how many kids do you have and what's their age?
I got 2 kids, 7 and 2.
How old are you?
24.
By the same girl?
No.
You got 2 babies, 2 baby mamas.
So do you have
let
two
me
headaches?
clarify. Let me clarify.
You gotta clarify. We need that. We need that origin story. Come on, Spider-Man. Tell me how you got big. Like real talk.
I
Bang, bang,
had
bang.
my
Speak, speak,
eldest daughter. She's 7.
Mm-hmm.
When I was 16, turning on 17. My 2-year-old. That's actually my stepchild.
But you see it as
As a
your
man,
own.
that's what you claim.
As a man,
got one of those.
that's my daughter.
I got one of those.
All day.
Because I've
That's
been
a
in
whole
her
different
life
topic.
damn near since she was born.
I dig it.
You know. In fact, I wouldn't be with her mama now if it wasn't for her.
You clamped hold of her mama, and you took her mama's responsibility.
No. But actually, I clamped on to her.
You took another man's responsibility.
And then I fell in love with her mama.
I draw.
Okay.
I draw.
So in other words, let the record show that no matter what they show your ass on media, and on that bullshit ass TV, black men not running from responsibility.
And that
we actually sadden up.
Thank you.
It's a draft going on, and ain't got nothing to do with no war.
Oh, hey, you know what? Real fast, I gotta give a shout out. I got put on this group on Facebook. It's called Save Black Boys. I'm hoping I'm not pronouncing the name wrong. Kevon Gully. But this brother been doing some real positive. I mean, he got this movement going. I done bought t-shirts. But he got a real good movement going. I'm going to put him on our Facebook page.
Yeah, if you hearing it, man.
I'm going to put him out there. I mean, it's real positive. It's like a big-ass village. Right. Where they just, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, we gonna step up and take care.
Yeah, but like that saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how
that part is true, but like
it used to.
You being the youngin of the group. How much knowledge did you take from getting from us?
See, like sitting right here with us,
like
with the three of us.
Like I fuck with you.
We ain't had me and you. We Kurt's.
Right.
All right. Let's draw that. We Curt.
Right.
And we ain't had these conversations, but I done let a lot of things out. Get my
number off air.
Right.
Fuck it. 773
No, stop.
Niggas gonna be calling your phone.
Right, we're not gonna do that one.
8004, you're gonna be mad as hell.
I don't give a fuck. 773-512-2474. Call me. Holla at me.
Right. Now you know what?
Don't worry about it. Go do your thing.
Right, I'm gonna leave his shit there. I'm not gonna edit it
I
out.
don't give
That's what
fuck.
make niggas famous.
Sometimes, right.
Hey, let
hard head make a soft ass.
Flat out. But look,
that's my point.
I've always
when these
had,
niggas start calling you and you start tripping, don't call me saying I gotta get bailed out. Oh, this nigga ran up. No, nigga, you gave your number out on air.
Ain't nobody go run up.
It ain't the niggas I'm worried about. It's all the fat bitches.
But he like him. He like him with a little meat on.
Know that chunky monkey.
Hey, you know what he say? Hey. Can you make salmon croquette?
Can you fry some chicken?
Right.
No.
Can you do Salisbury steak and rice?
If we gonna get off some side topic, yes. If you can make salmon croquette, call me.
You took it there.
I just gave my number out. Call
you about
me.
to have some nasty ass salmon croquette for the next. Chewbacca about to call your ass.
Hell yeah. What you doing, baby?
Hey, but real talk, man. One of the problems I think I seen when it comes to men and women is women work off of emotion. Now we say this, but emotion sparks imagination. And they imagine how a lot of us is supposed to be.
Okay, but let me stop you right there. Does that imagination come off their past relationships though? I mean, think about it.
But some of their past relationships are sparked off that emotion.
But I'm saying, when
like
you
they
come
signed
into the
up
new
with
one,
that dude, the first of the 5 dudes.
But think about it.
Because he showed some kind of sign.
But as a man though, I don't think we do that. When we come into a relationship with a new female, we don't look at them as the past. We may say my ex didn't do blah blah blah.
That's not true.
You don't think so?
Yeah, I did that.
Hell no.
I'm not even gonna deny that.
I've been married and I've been around a lot of bitches. Of women. Pardon me.
Both.
But both. Like salmon croquette, like I just had a conversation with a lady the other day. And like salmon croquette is a specialty dish.
Yeah, that's not something everybody can do.
Like,
true.
I get that
I
from my
salmon croquette in many different ways.
I get this from my mama, my sister, and the girl I used to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? It is a special dish. Salmon croquette, it is what it is. But in life, I mean, yeah, I mean, I was married. My wife didn't make salmon croquette. I had to get it from my auntie.
But what I'm saying is, when you meet a girl, you don't ask that question in the first five.
Can you make salmon croquette?
Exactly. Like
if you make some salmon croquette, we fuck.
Exactly.
I tell you what. Hell, you make salmon croquette, I eat your pussy.
Nah, we just got to talk about the
Lord, your phone finna blow up.
He forgot. He gave out his number. You lick him low level.
773-512-2475. No, nigga. I'm gonna give it out, nigga. Who? I want all of them to call.
But real
make
talk.
Some good salmon croquette, nigga. I'm going.
Real talk. Look,
if you can make salmon croquette, hit us up at Stezo Radio.
Yeah.
That's STEZO Radio.
Yeah, you send a salmon croquette, we gonna put your name online.
I want
Thanks for sending us salmon croquette.
And if you can make them, put hashtag Stezo Croquette.
Stezo Croquette.
If your ass can't spell croquette, don't even bother.
You fuckery.
Right. Because I don't want you fucking with my dude.
I'm buying the red can. I'm buying the red can.
Don't be putting in that Creole shit in there. We dropping the coochie blood in there.
You gotta pick all the bones out.
Right.
But for real,
But at the same time.
But back to the whole baby mama issue.
Yeah.
Like, my daughter grew up with me. Like, I raised my daughter and she's not a wheel washer, a car washer, or nothing.
Okay, explain that.
Yeah.
Well, here. Perfect example, I was out in the driveway washing my car, and like my daughter came out and she said, "Hey, Dad, I'm gonna be washing your car." I said, "No, baby, go back in the house. This ain't what you supposed to do in your life.
Shit.
You don't wash no cars."
That I disagree with.
But I
disagree.
I'm not gonna disagree with you, but my daughter different. I'm gonna say that.
I think you look at wheel washing as a bottom job, so I agree with.
No, I look at it as being a car booty.
No.
I mean, no.
Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story where I relate.
Go ahead.
The story where I relate is this. I got a guy. I ain't gonna say no names. Alright?
I hope not.
But the man pull up one day. He got his car outside. The doors open up on the car. The man that got a photo. 3 chicks jump out. He in the driver's seat. He say, "Man, let me use a water hose real quick and wash my car." My man at the crib where we was hooping that day in the front of the man's crib. He said, "All right, bet, go ahead." He put the hose out, turned the hose on, brought the bucket out, soap, all that, blah, blah, blah. The man come over there, sit down on the steps, and the 3 chicks that jump out the car with him start washing the man's car.
Was that his daughter?
No, these was his
Okay.
chicks. Now listen. I understand what you're saying. Now listen. So, as they washing his car, of course, us as some young niggas, I want to say 15, 16 years old, we are all like, damn, now he an older cat.
Now when you say older, at 16, how old was he?
A dub. He 20.
So he in his 20s. Okay,
yeah, he out of high school. So everybody out of high school.
I feel
when you're 15, 16 is grown.
Grown, right.
Like he didn't make it.
You're right. Like Kane closing off midgets.
He rides short body 9.8 on wishbones. Alright?
Wishbone?
Okay,
wishbones.
for those that don't know, a 9.8 is a car and wishbones are real.
Short body. Right. And tariffs, right. So as they watching his car,
blades for the people that don't know.
As he watching his car, the theme music you hear in your background is like dum 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 dum.
Is that Too Short?
Dum 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 dum.
Oh, okay.
Right, like you like damn, this is the inkwell around this motherfucker. Like
70s,
these chicks is really watching this nigga's car.
Yeah.
Like drying it off.
Yeah.
Paper towel on the windows, shining the wheels up, and you like,
they work at other
chicks
times.
ain't supposed to do that.
Right.
But they doing it. And at that particular time, you get to thinking like, women will do whatever they want to do.
Hold on, but I'm going to give you a clause of that.
So I thought to myself, like you saying, now this is where I'm relating with you, I don't never want my daughter doing that type of shit for no random ass nigga.
Right. But for her own, would you mind?
For herself, and she put up a little, now what's the chick car? She put up a little Sunfire.
No.
I got that red Solara.
I got that Solara, bitch. I got a red Solara, bitch.
But see,
right.
But see here.
You already know. If she outside washing her red Solara by herself,
Right.
Real independent.
But
I'm G.O. and I'm going.
But here's it again. Just because my daughter's that young, like, she looked at the chrome wheels and like she could say that there go daddy car right there because my daughter didn't peep me in the streets.
Okay, but let me ask you this question though. How do you know your daughter was not just trying to spend time with you?
Now that's a question I got to ask. How you ain't
She
know
wanna
that
just
when
do what daddy
when that
doing
car
with daddy.
when that car ride down the street and she see it, she say, I shine my daddy wheels up so he could be what I
Right.
see him as.
And no.
Why not?
And I'm going to disagree with you on that.
So-
Like that day that my little girl came out the house.
Right.
So
That day my little girl came out the house. She said, "Dad, I'm gonna help you wash the car." I said, "No, go back to the house. Go chill. This ain't what you supposed to do in your life. You're not supposed to wipe no wheels off. You're not supposed to wipe no car."
no, but she's supposed to know how.
Yeah, that's my thing.
No.
I'm
Hold on,
different
go
in that aspect because, like I was saying, I'm with my girl now because I fell in love with her daughter. Reason being is because for the majority of my eldest daughter life, she wasn't in my life.
Right.
You know, her mama took her state hopping. I never saw her, never got to speak to her, whatever, until I ended up.
How many years is that?
At least 5 years. We've been going
Drawing,
through.
though.
Yeah,
I'm going through that right now.
Yeah, we still going through a little custody issue, you know, dealing with that. But fortunately, she with me as of right now. But
And y'all learning
because
each
of
other.
that, yeah, and we learning each other,
Yeah.
and because of that, I've assumed the role where sometimes, in order to spend time with my daughter, I've done feminine things. Like I would sit down with my daughter and
Tea
I would
parties.
paint her nails.
Oh yeah, I've been there.
You know, I would do that for my daughter.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
That's
I would
just
teach her.
grown man shit.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, I'm with that.
But at the same time, I would teach her how to do shit a man would do because I don't want her to rely on other men.
No,
Right.
Because
no.
being
That's-
being
that's-
Look,
around.
look,
that's a different statement.
now, wait. Now, this is my perspective of it, and I'm just trying to put a little something different on
Right.
that you probably not thought about. Like my daughter, I work on cars. I've been working on cars since I was when I say a child, 8-9 years. All right, when I was 8-year-old, 9-year-old, I was fucking around with cars, taking off shit. You know how I get down.
Right.
Y'all done seen me on. This is who I am.
The mechanic.
So,
We don't like you.
so when my daughter.
You telling me to say
When my daughter wants to spend time with me and I'm doing my car thing, she's right there with me. And she'll tell you to this day her favorite tool is a ratchet. Of course, when she was a child, she liked the way it sounds.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
that
She
little
like
pop.
that. But now, not only does she understand what it sounds like, she knows how to use it.
Right.
Alright? It's been some times where she come outside and I'm in the thick of it. Some shit done broke, some shit in a bad way, and I'm a little flustered.
Right.
I've always looked towards a woman to be my muse. I definitely am one of the men who look towards women to motivate me in a positive direction, okay? Because I'm a man. I'm a fucking savage. If it wasn't for women, I could live in a fucking cave with my balls out all day and eat raw meat. Understand? You understand what I'm saying? Right.
ain't
But,
eating
but in having
Bargaining.
and in having daughters, you have to understand that their perspective of certain things is completely opposite.
Right.
So when she comes outside, she say, "I like the ratchet for the way it sound." I said, "Well, you know, this is what it does."
Right.
I have pictures of my daughter where we just snatched my whole interior out of my car because it's about to go down. All right, like she knows her daddy's a car guy. Not under just what the car looked like, but how it performed and how you respect it.
Right.
So my daughter, hopefully, she turned 16. She about to be driving next year because, you know, where her birthday fall.
Right.
But hopefully she's not going to be one of them chicks that don't change her oil.
And see, you know what? That's why I'm at. Like,
She's not going to be one of them chicks that ride around with
I said,
not vacuuming her shit out, not washing it, and not respecting the fact that this car is an investment.
no, but you know what? You ain't got to be a car guy. I don't want my girls to be the ones who can't change a flat tire.
Right.
That don't know where the gas goes.
It's funny you say
and
that.
don't know how
Check
to
me
check
out.
oil. Because
Check
I
me
know
out.
grown women who can't do those three
Check
things.
me out. One of my things that brought my baby mama into respecting. One, it's some chicks like that.
Hold on,
I got stories. I can drop you 3 stories, bro.
Dude.
I can drop you 3 stories right now about
gas.
it. Ain't about that though, cause I'm gonna give you one life story.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna give you two. My daughter's mama. All right, me and her was friends for years. It was 7 years between the time we met and the time my daughter came along. And in that time, we learned a lot from each other.
Right.
All right. One time, my daughter's probably about 9, and my baby mama, I call her that. I don't like calling her that, but she catches a flat. It's nighttime, understand me, and it's a bad situation for my daughter and her mother.
You went to the rescue.
No, I did. Listen to me. It's a bad time for my daughter and my daughter's mama to be outside with a flat tire.
Right.
But the type of woman that my daughter's mother is, she not finna sit around, like you say, and wait for no man. So she calls me and she says, look, I know that I can do this. I just need you to
walk me through.
I got the jack out.
Now say it again. Who called you?
My daughter's mama.
Right.
I got the jack out. I got the spare tire out already. Where do I put this jack? And me being a descriptive guy like we are right now on this radio, I'm talking to you and you picturing. I tell her, look, you put the jack is made like this because I know what's going on.
Right.
The jack made like this. She said, yes. You put it right here. Yes. The jack goes under there, the car go up. Beforehand, you what up? I walk her through it. My daughter at the same time is holding the flashlight and handing my baby mama the tools because me and her have been through this before. We have broke down and my daughter has helped me change the tire.
Right.
She sees that this shit is not going to take no more than 15, 20 minutes because I led the situation. Mama, you got to do this. No, mama, you got to break the lugs first before you jack the cob. Like she is assisting me while we on the phone.
Through the phone.
Small thing to a giant when it comes to two of us working the situation out and my baby mama willing to be a strong woman.
Right.
There's a lot of women holler at independent shit, but they don't know what independence is.
Don't even know what it means.
Don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Because you got a house and a job, you are not
Independent. No, sir. Because if you can't go outside and cut your grass, and if you can't go outside and fucking
shovel that snow,
if you can't plunge the sink, independence.
And if your job fire your ass tomorrow, where's your independence?
Where is it? Because if it ain't somebody giving you some money
Thank
because you did what they told you to do,
thank you.
that's a whole nother story.
Thank
New
you.
topic for the next rundown. But my daughter, at the same time, not only sees that ratchet, she knows how to use it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not because I want her to, because I know that she capable of. I have never been a chauvinist.
Right.
Like it's not a lot of cats out here be a man. Women supposed to do this and this and this and this. I feel like I can sew.
Right.
Yeah.
I can iron. I can wash dishes. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can do that a woman can't do is bleed and have a baby. Real talk.
Right.
I can jump rope. I can do all that type of shit if I wanted to.
Right.
Just like she can climb up under a car, change the fuel filter, oil, change the tire, fix some brakes, all that type of shit.
Where they at?
They few and far between. But they out here. Alright? I don't limit myself or no woman to no level of, I don't cap them off. They can do whatever they set their mind to.
Yeah.
And this is what I try to preach to my daughters.
Yeah.
I got one daughter that's very athletic, very forward thinking as far as, you know, I'm going to get a boyfriend one day.
Right.
Then I have another daughter that is trying to assume the female role.
Right.
I want to be somebody's woman. I want him to love me, and I want to play the role to be loved.
Right.
But these two chicks, I'm gonna call them chicks, they're girls, they came from me.
And they're totally different.
They are not me.
Right.
Alright, no matter how much I teach them, they gonna take in what they want to take in, they gonna throw what they want to throw away.
Right.
Alright? But the truth about me being daddy is I accept them for being them while being me.
Right.
Alright? I'm not around here telling you, man, get these niggas for this bread.
Right, yeah.
Mother supposed to take care of you.
No.
You don't really need these motherfuckers. Like ain't none of these young cats. Yourself is welcome. Yeah. I'm talking about my daughter's 16, so anything 15 and up, I'm talking about that.
Right.
He's a pedophile. He wanna fuck with one of your kids.
No, that shit.
No, that's a whole nother topic.
But you're right.
We got some other niggas that's not here.
But
no name. No
one of the issues is we talk about this all the time. Me and Stezo, like you done touched on it on your Facebook, and I touched it. Fathers ain't fathers no more. We got a lot of daddies out here. I've had like my biological father wasn't around till my mama decided to say, shit, you going to prom? Call that nigga. I ain't talked to this motherfucker before that. Call that nigga, see if we got $1 on your prom. I called like, man, I'm about to graduate. You want to come down here? He said, well, I gave me all kind of excuses, whatever, blah, blah. I called this nigga when I was 18. I didn't officially see this motherfucker till I was 25.
Damn.
You understand what I'm saying? And I had to go to him.
18 to 25.
And I had to go to him.
Right.
Now, our relationship is what it is. I pity the fool. I pity him because he got his own issues. We are men.
Yeah.
We are not all the same.
And you know what? I want to say something on that because I had a topic. This is with my girl. And, she got a situation with, her kids. It's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad.
We all different, man.
But I really couldn't relate to it. And I sat back and thought why I couldn't relate to it. And I'm not trying to pub nobody, but my friends and the guys I hang around, I can't relate to a dude that don't hang around his kids. I got friends who fighting for custody, got custody. They spend 24/7. They got their kid. They pick them up from school, going back to their job.
Some of these women, some of these women put this persona on us that if you ain't paying, you ain't playing.
Right.
And it ain't about the bread.
I got cousins.
It ain't about the money at all. If you only talk to your child on the phone, but every time you talk to them, you instill a little something from you in them. You know what it's like to be a man and not know their father?
But see, that's my point though. So it was like, I look at my cousins, old and young. You know what I'm saying? I look at me and my immediate friends around me. I can't relate to a dude that don't. I don't even want to say take care. I'm just saying spend time.
Find himself more important than himself.
Just
them your
time.
kids. Them you.
Right, just spend time.
Them you.
The barber shop I go to, I've been going to my man Court since 1990.
Man.
I know his clients. They family.
I didn't watch these clients' kids grow up and have their own kids. Yeah,
they bring their kids in. I know their kids. All my friends, I know their kids.
Shout out to Booney Black.
You know what I'm saying? So when a female tell me about a guy that don't do for his kids, I'm sorry, I don't relate because I've never seen it.
But
I mean,
from my perspective, I understand.
Don't let the media fool you. See, y'all keep thinking that black men don't do for their kids because of what TV tell you.
Because they ain't buying Jordans and motherfucking
Thank you.
What the hell else? iPhone, because the men not buying their kids don't necessarily mean they're not trying to be there for them. It's men out here that will walk their child to school every day and go back and get them on the way out and walk them back home, and that's all they see of them.
Right.
But they making an impact. It is what it is.
My boy Glenn, no bullshit, he put a picture on Facebook. It was funny as hell to me. I laughed. I mean, motherfuckers type LOL. No, nigga. If I type LOL in multiple LOLs, I really laugh. You know what I'm saying? He put a picture up. He say, "Mama gone. This what we ate." He had a picture of the Popeyes box of chicken and some motherfucking fries. He said, "Mama gone." You see what I'm saying?
But we feeding them.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Now, a motherfucker may say, "Oh my God, he did not feed them healthy." No.
Stezo.
Daddy brought food.
Stezo.
You see what I'm saying?
Stezo. You wanna know the funniest shit in the world? You know what my kids will tell you? My daddy make the best noodles ever.
What kind of noodles?
We ramen noodles to death. You know why? Because I got to work with what I work with, nigga. I put mustard, Old Bay, Alright, seasoned salt. If they shrimp, I'm putting butter in that shit. My kids love my noodles. That's not the best shit in the world to feed no kid. But guess what? They eat.
Thank you.
My life.
They eat. They fucking eat.
Never ate in my life, but I ain't gonna fix it to my kids.
Like, I'll be upset right now because it's movies that my kids ain't never seen. My kids ain't seen Menace to Society. They don't know nothing about.
Man, that's a whole different story.
No. But it's the same thing. Like, I feel like a lot of my influence comes from where I come from.
Right.
Yeah.
And for them to associate with me and understand me, they gotta see some of the things I saw. We come up in a real different kind of era.
Yeah.
The 90s
We do.
is different than the 80s. And the 80s is different than the 70s.
You gotta teach your kid to be who you want them to be, and like you can't teach them. No. You can't teach them.
We can't teach them who we want them to be. We got to teach them to understand who they are.
No,
Yeah.
no, because
No, they got to be themselves.
And
You fucked up.
and the influence of
Let's get this twisted. You fucked up. You know why you fucked up? Because you're not really where you want to be. And there's not a nigga at this table right now that's right where they thought they was going to be 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Life is what life is.
You know what? That's a good question, because you figure 10 years ago you in your 20s.
Yeah.
What did you want to do and where you at now?
I want to fuck.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
No, real talk. I want to give me some pussy.
But where did you see yourself?
I saw myself doing a lot better. Actually, no bullshit. Where I am now is where I saw myself. I just didn't know how the fuck I was gonna get here.
Okay.
See, where I'm at now,
I was blessed. I feel like I had a blessing.
where I'm at now, definitely not where I saw myself, because I'm 24. Then 10 years ago, I'm 14. Finna go into high school. I started playing football and shit. You know, I'm like, I'm finna take this football shit the whole way.
Somebody sold you that shit though.
Not
It wasn't your daddy, was it?
You can get on your own.
No, what I'm saying, what I'm saying is it's different when your daddy is selling you football or basketball.
And it came from the men in my family. My father, my grandfather. You know, I got that, but that changed when I became a father. You know, I had my daughter going into my sophomore year in high school.
It wasn't about yourself.
It wasn't about me no more.
You know what that was?
What?
That's heart.
Yeah.
It separates a lot of men from the boys.
And you know what? People get confused. Heart and maturity not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same.
It's not.
Because you know what I did? My daughter was 1, 2, 3, 4 years old. As a man, you know what I thought I was doing good, right? I was buying shoes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you a real story.
You got shoes on the feet, don't you?
My daughter was
and that
born.
shit wasn't amounting to a goddamn thing, but I thought I was doing something.
Right, my daughter was born. I'm not saying I thought I was doing shoes, but you know, her mother stayed with me. I go to Nike. That shit called at River Oaks, Nike, whatever, Nike Town, Nike. You know, River Oaks, whatever that big Nike was.
Oh, World Foot Locker.
Yeah, World Foot Locker. I go to World Foot Locker, right? They got some crib Nikes for $21. Now I'm paying $80 for my shit, so I'm like 21.
That ain't.
Let me get 2 of these bitches.
Right.
I come home with them. I got them. You know, I got both pairs of each
You know, you
hand.
was that nigga that had the shoes hanging on your rearview mirror.
No, I did.
You was doing something
I did though. I did because you know, because it was they was crib shoes.
Right.
My daughter mama say, "How much these cost?" I'm like, shit, thinking I got the hook up. Shit, 21 each before tax.
Yeah.
She like, you know, she can't really walk, right? I'm like, I know, but they said they call crib shoes. She be in the crib, right? She be in the crib. You could have paid $5 for some little white kickers.
She not walking in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But again, you don't know.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking my daughter got Nikes on her feet.
Right.
See, a lot of times, man, real talk. And I thought about this because I have 3 baby mamas. 3 of them.
3? Ooh.
All right, 3. I got 4 kids. I got a stepson that's with, you know what I'm saying, the mama is the chick I'm with now.
Right.
I got 3 baby mamas. My oldest, my 2 oldest, they 16. Like I said, the mama is my first. The second one is my first girlfriend. The third one is a chick that it's kind of like a charity fuck. I'm not even gonna lie.
Hey, at least you honest.
I'm just keeping it 100. Like, I liked her because she had a lot of personality, but she has some issues that I did not address. I did not recognize in the beginning. Now I'm.
But were you old enough to recognize her issues?
Yeah. Yeah, and I catered to them, not knowing that was bad.
Okay.
Right? But they're all different women. Okay? They're all different. Some of them have fathers and some of them don't. Go up the band, whatever. But one of the issues is this: they're all different. Like I said. So when I come down to when I treat one kid like I treat the rest of them, that's not satisfactory. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean? You mean
like, okay, so if I go out and buy all the kids' shoes,
right?
One of the baby mamas will be like, okay, cool, you bought shoes, cause she's doing something different.
Okay.
But the other two don't need shoes; they need diapers or clothes.
Formula,
or it's always a different priority.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In other words, they saying, "Give me the cash."
And as I got older, I realized that they're not all the same. These are all separate individuals.
Right.
And like I would have to call her mother to talk to her. And as she got older, I could give her a phone and she could call me herself. And it turned out to be where I don't even need that middleman no more.
Right.
Yeah.
And that mother, one of those mothers, or two of those, are cool with that. They cool with the fact that they have nothing to do with our relationship.
Right.
They don't have to middleman it. They don't have to be the representative. They ain't got to talk to me and translate none of that.
Right.
Our problems between me and the child is our problem. Like, I got a daughter to play volleyball. Mm-hmm. She play high school volleyball and she play intramural.
Okay.
So the other day, she go to try out for the volleyball, right? For intramural volleyball. She didn't play in high school, and she's a sophomore. She got accepted, and she tried out for varsity and made varsity as a sophomore. It's a big deal. Okay? Did the same thing as a freshman. When she went out for the intramural team, which is like the traveling team, you gotta pay for this shit. This shit $2,000 damn near.
Damn.
To pay for this shit, right? When she went out for the shit, she was a little nervous. She like, I know I play pretty good. I call her the dynamo. She's a beast with this volleyball shit.
Right.
But I said, man, you never thought about the fact that you wouldn't make it. What if you don't make the cut? Fuck this child up. And I didn't know I was fucking her up. As a protector and a provider, the one thing I want you to understand is that every single time, you're not going to win.
Right.
This is life.
Yeah.
My life. From my perspective, I ain't always won.
Right.
Some of the things I thought was the greatest things in the world, it didn't unfold like I thought it was.
Right.
So I'm trying to prepare her for the L, the loss. When I told her this shit, she got quiet on me. We have a very good relationship. She got quiet. You know what she said? Dad, I'm gonna call you back. All right, cool. I'm gonna call you back. I was in the middle of something. Got a phone with me. I ain't hear from her ass for like 3 days. Talked to my child like that. When I talked to her mama, she like, yeah, she was a little upset with you. I'm like, really? Why?
Truth.
I was shocked.
Truth.
Cause I put some shit on her that was a little more negative than she was ready for.
No, it wasn't a little more negative. It was you put something on her she never thought about.
And she wasn't ready for it.
No, because she didn't think about it.
No, she did.
So she can't be ready for it.
On the flip side of it, where I would think that is negative, and then the positive one unfolds, she made it. She's in now. Right. So where it's positive for her, she made it to the team. It's negative for me a little bit, because goddamn it, now I got the cash out.
Oh, okay, on cash, yeah.
On the bread side.
Because what you said
Daddy,
wasn't negative.
Daddy is double. We got the finance and we got the feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird. But, you know, where they be saying, where the baby mama be saying, I got to be there for him all the time. And that. I remember my daughter mama saying, I can't just get up in the middle of the night and go kick it. You can get up and do whatever you want to do. That wasn't my choice.
Right.
It's just the way the shit fell. The
Exactly.
shit fell. Like when you call me and say the baby sick got a fever of 107 degrees, I got to come running to the hospital too.
Right. I can't go back to bed.
Hell no, I can't call me in the morning. I can't do that. My feelings won't let me.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Daddy different.
Yeah.
Daddy is. Mama don't have a choice.
Yeah,
Daddy got a choice, and that crossroad is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can go east, you go west, but if you don't go the right at that time, like that decision that you make to go whichever direction, it's gonna last the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And them ages you talking about,
right?
The age makes a difference. My daughter's being 16 right now. What you call them? Mama tripping. I can either play the fence. I could be devil's advocate. Right. You know what I'm saying? I could be defensive of the mother. I got all kind of options.
Right.
Mamas ain't got that. Mama got to do what she got to do to be mama. That's a whole different ball game.
You know what? I understand that mama title trumps daddy.
All day.
You know what I mean? For real. Think about it.
Even when y'all live in a house together.
Yeah. Mama title will trump daddy.
Because when she start bleeding,
she talk to mama.
She gonna come to mama. And you know what daddy gonna tell her? Keep a dick out of there. That sound harsh.
Yeah.
No, but it's true.
Right now,
you know what?
You done changed the whole game. This could change your whole life.
You know what? When my daughter started her menstrual, I wasn't supposed to know. But me and her mother got a good relationship. So she told me. Yeah. So I said, look, you know, I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant. No, I wasn't. I was just like, what size of pads do I buy? Because I don't know shit about it. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what I'm supposed to buy so they'll be at my house when she's over here.
Right.
But she don't want you to know. She ain't got to know I know. But when she need them, I don't want her to be that female. Because I'm going to be honest. I had a female come on her cycle one time in my house. And I told her flat out, I got a sock and baby powder. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that to happen.
Right.
They under the sink if you need.
This was the mutual the respect that I learned from my daughter's mom. Okay. When it came around that time, like you never know when that shit gonna hit. Nigga, that shit's like fucking snow and rain. You never know when it's coming.
Yeah,
Tom
the
Skillen can
weatherman
tell you.
Sucks.
Tom Skillen can tell you it's gonna rain, goddamn it, and it be sunny as fuck. You never know when it's coming.
Matter of fact, Tom. Why the fuck you got all them damn Dopplers and all that? Just get to the fucking weather.
Get to the point.
I don't need to know what the fucking dew point gonna do to that shit. I need the fucking 7-day outlook.
My daughter's mama lived in her own apartment with my daughter. They moved between, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. They went to her mama's house, to grandma's house. They went to my mama's house, and she was at school. Everywhere this girl went was a tampon.
Right.
Every single place she went was the bulletproof vest. And it just so happens that she came on her cycle at school.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Like, in worst scenario ever, she came on her cycle at school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she'd be mad as hell right now I talk about this shit, but this is what made me respect her mother. That pad was in that locker. And she was strapped.
Right.
Talking about that motherfucker Walker talking about TTG nigga train to go.
Right.
When that shit came down, my daughter was prepared.
Right.
And my baby mama didn't call me and say she stopped bleeding. Her grandmama didn't call me. My daughter called me dad. I became a woman today. But mom
was ready.
Prepared me. And I'm happy that it did not become an embarrassing situation. Two things happened there. Her mama prepared her for the situation, and my mind was open for her to tell me about it.
And you comfort her.
And I was like, that's good. Congratulations that you handled yourself the way you were supposed to handle yourself. I'm proud of you.
But at the same time, if we catch any of y'all dirt-ass little boys trying to talk to our daughters, please believe we all are FOID qualified, and we all carry that conceal and carry license.
Hey, on the other end of that, when we talking about daddy, my daughters know how to treat them. They know how to see them coming before they come. They see their daddy. My daughter that live here in Chicago, my daughter in Georgia, she a little shy of it, but the one that's live here in Chicago to see me on the phone with other chicks while I got a girlfriend, she know who her daddy is. I don't play no games with that shit. Like, if I ain't happy, I ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a mingle and interact with other chicks, and I'm not gonna tell her I'm over here, I'm about to go spend the night. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on that, but she know I got female friends. She see how I conduct myself.
Okay, and on that note, we're going to end this session of Stezo Radio before somebody tell on themselves.
I ain't never worried.
We want to thank everybody for tuning in, and like we keep telling y'all if you got questions or comments for anybody on the panel,
run that.
Say your names again.
That's up.
Youngin Curt.
Yeah, Curt the Elder.
Remy.
Please send them to @Stezo Radio Twitter, @Stezo Radio Instagram, and Stezo Radio on Facebook.
mpbeats.com